Grand rising, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony to you all. I am Peacekeeper, and I'm out here in the heart of nature, just raising my frequency. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Feels so good to be here, yeah, right now. Wow, wow. I said, right now me in a good mood. I said me feeling good. I say in a good mood. I said me feeling good. So tell me how you feeling right now. You tell me how you feeling right now. Are you feeling blessed? Are you feeling blessed? Are you feeling grateful? Are you feeling grateful to be right here? Right here and right now, in this present moment. Free to be who I am truthfully, authentically. Free to express this message to the individual receiving this message. Free, just free, just free. And I'm so grateful that I'm the one chosen to deliver this message to you. I'm so grateful that I'm the one chosen to be this individual to raise the frequency and share with you new knowledge, new wisdom, help you become 1% stronger, help you to improve in all three phases of your life, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Hey, if you are here right now receiving this message, trust that you were meant to receive this message. Whenever this message has found you, by the way, you were meant to find it. Not a leaf falls from a tree without the universe's permission. So know that you were meant to be here. Don't overlook this. Don't overlook it. No, the information you're about to receive. Hey, 0909. Infinite possibilities and endings. As I started this message, that was the alignment. That was the numbers. 0909. Numbers have a big significance to play in our life. So, I always say, venture more deeper into numbers. As I understand numbers and as I'm also expanding in my knowledge of learning about numbers. But anyways, enough of that. Today's message is about new beginnings and ending old cycles. And in bringing forth these new beginnings, ending old cycles and actually creating new cycles, we need to be able to let go of the old cycles. We need to be able to expand and actually be more explorative in creating new cycles, creating new ways of living, which brings me to the new ways that I'm about to share with you guys, which is not actually the new ways. It's just the old ways from the ancient days that we are now bringing back as if it was the new ways. But it's not really new. It has already been done. There's nothing new under the sun. But humanity kind of wavered and moved away from that era, where now you can see it caused a lot of imbalances. It disrupted the frequency. It disrupted the harmonic balance of the planet, and it actually threw us off from what we were truly created for. What our roles and functions are as human beings. And I'm speaking off of a holistic point of view. I'm speaking my truth. So yet again, if you're receiving this message, hey, just keep an open mind. You're not subjected to have to do anything that I'm about to share with you. This is just my lifestyle, my life path that I am following, that I will follow, that I am committed to. So now let's dive in to this message. So you see, back in the ancient days, back in the old times, which I'm bringing back now, the old that was, hey, quote unquote, old is actually coming to be new now because a lot of people have forgotten these ways. But nothing in this life comes easy. To start this off the bat, everything requires effort. Every change requires some form of discipline and consistency. Every single change, every new, yet again bringing back the old to actually bring it forth in a new way. You know, it still requires an effort to bind now what we have learned in these technological days, these enhanced, quote unquote, enhanced days or advanced ways where I don't know since when technology dominating the masses is called advanced. We're now be dependent on technology, but anyways, who wants to believe that yet again? I'm just speaking of my truth here. Alright, technology being in control of humanity, giving us all the ideas or creative whatever you know, that's not advanced to me. Back in the days, we actually used to get our hands dirty. What do I mean by this? It means that we were natural born farmers. You see, the animals were here before us. Yeah. The animals actually asked the universe for us to be here, for us to be created. Yeah. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. You see, but the thing is, this is the reason why the animals actually ask us as human beings to be here, to populate this planet, and to, you know, coexist with them. You see, animals don't have the capabilities that we have. They don't. An animal cannot dig and plant the way we can. Even if they can probably do that, they can't do it the way that we can. They also can't give it the right molding the way that we can with our physical hands, you know, etc., etc. So hence, without us, this planet was going through a lot of, how to put it, it was coming to a depletion of crops and food, you know, yet again, to sustain them. So this is why they asked for us. And with that brain being a collective manifestation within the animals, which actually brought us into existence, we now began to grow, which is the first of our kinds. And our main function, our main purpose in the earlier stages was just to replenish the earth. Now this is also still supposed to be our functions. So this is why I'm saying we are bringing back the old and making it the new. You know, but this being said, it doesn't mean that we need to be workaholics or we need to do a lot of hard labor, a lot of hard work. You know, we can find ways to create things that do those things for us, or how to put it, works in a more natural way for us, a more natural function to make our jobs, to make our functions a lot easier. This is why we have certain tools to make certain jobs easier. So it's all about just we now using the enhancements of tools, whereas we have barcodes and all of these different technology enhancements tools to build in a more eco-friendly way with nature, aside from just destroying everything. We are made to replenish, not just destroy, to build buildings and just concrete everything. No, it's more of finding ways to work naturally with the land, eco-friendly, so that we can have fresh air, so that we can have natural waters of the mountains flowing through, connecting to the earth, getting fresh spring water, stuff like that, developing our own plumbing systems, developing our own societies. But yet again, it's like I said, none of this is easy. It takes work and it takes effort. It takes sacrifice and it takes discipline. But we are the ones that got to do it at the end of the day. We are the ones that need to put in the effort to get life or to get things back as close as possible to the old ways, but with new enhancements, because it can never go back. We're not going backwards, but we're utilizing what once worked, what once put us in a more harmonic, where we were actually in harmony, where we were actually at peace, because we were replenishing the earth. So we all had food in abundance, where as also the animals was also reaping the benefits from, yet again, what we were created for, in a nutshell. But that doesn't mean that everyone has to be a farmer or a gardener. No, there are specific people that are here to do certain things. There are specific people that more gravitate towards gardening. There are specific individuals that more gravitate to what it is that I'm speaking about. So for those of you who gravitate to that, hey, these are the people that I am speaking to. I'm not speaking to those who want to cock up on the couch all day and watch TV. I'm not speaking to those who want to cock up on the couch all day and be behind their phone. No, I'm speaking to those who want to get their hands dirty, want to enjoy the experience of taking care of the land, putting back into the land. I'm talking to those who are passionate about developing a more eco-friendly, harmonic way of living in coherence with the animals and with the land. This is who I'm reaching out to. This is who I am speaking to. And where the old ways, yet again, brings back into place, like the benefits of this way, is that, yet again, we don't have to bank on the government, the hierarchy, ego-based structures to sustain ourselves. We don't have to bank on them to get our water. We don't have to bank on them to get our food. We don't have to bank on them for anything. We are developing ourselves as a unity. You see, we were once farmers. They stripped that away from us. They made us into this lazy, comfortable, just, hey, we will let the government do everything for you. A lot of people are kind of just lazy now, where they just want things to just come to them and do nothing, absolutely nothing. But I'm saying this, hey, something must be done. Effort must be took. We are the ones that need to make the effort. We are the ones who will make the change. We are the ones who are the change. And in order for us yet again to fully grasp and take back our power, the power lies within our food supplies. The seeds of the land is where all the power is. You control the food, you control the masses. You control the food, you control, hey, everything. So I say to you, this is why you need to be in control of your own food source. But yet again, it starts from almost nothing and it requires patience. So we'll still be using the system until we build our own in secrets. In secret, yes, in secret. Moving in silence. Now I'm sharing a message about it, but it doesn't matter. There's so much censorship. I don't even know how much people this will reach, but whoever it was meant to reach, it was meant to reach. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the mere fact. I'm just here to raise the frequency and raise awareness. You know, because the more we know also where our food is coming from, the more we understand, yet again, the energy that is being transferred, what we put in to bringing forth those crops, so we know what it is that we are getting back for our body. Let's dive into, yet again, bringing back some more of the old ways and the old teachings. You see, the energy that I put out in terms of dealing with a plant or dealing with a crop, that plant and that crop feeds off of my energy. The way that I treat it, the way that I care for it, the way that I give it my tender love and nature, that feminine nature, that mother nature, Gaia energy flowing through me. The way I treat that plant is the way that plant will respond to me. It's the produce that plant will give back to me. What I give to that plant is what that plant gives back to me. And this is why it's so important for me to knowing where it is my food is coming from. And this is why it's also important for me to have my own source of food coming in abundantly. And that being said, yet again, the benefits of that is I get clean energy, which is my own energy, which I am also aware of what it is that I put into that plant, what it is that the nutrients that I give that plant, what is the boosters, the natural boosters, organic boosters that I give that plant. Because yet again, all of this is how we used to deal back in ancient days, back in the beginning times. It was more natural for us. It was more beneficial for us. It was more healthy for us. Hence why we had men like, let's just say, Moses and all those different men that they talk about in the Bible, living for 900 years, 800 years, etc., etc. Hey, all of this came from the way that we used to live. It was more in a natural flow, so we were able to live longer, have more longevity, have more, energy, because we were always transmuting that energy back to ourselves in a positive way. We were always putting out good energy, and again, into the vibrations of dealing with the foods, into the vibrations of dealing with the animals. We were living in more harmony and balance. There was less stress, which left less diseases. No one didn't have to worry about, where am I going to get food from? No one didn't have to worry about, hey, I had to pay water bills. No one didn't have to worry about, hey, where am I going to get electricity from? X, Y, and Z. We're moving back into more natural ways. Do you know that there's electricity flowing in trees? There's electricity flowing in human bodies. There's electricity, yet again proven scientifically, coming from the sun. We all know about solar panels, right? But believe it or not, if others weren't open to understanding that truth, would we have now came to found that, hey, solar energy, we can use solar energy to have our own energy and sustain ourselves out yet again the system. This is what this message is all about. Infinite possibilities, ending all cycles and bringing forth the infinite mind, bringing forth the fully explorative mind, bringing forth the old, which was the old before, which was now bringing back to becoming the new. I don't know how much chance I'll say that, because it was actually once old, but yet again, it's new to a lot of people. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know about natural ways of living. A lot of people don't know about natural ways of sustaining themselves, and this is what this message is created for in a totality. helping you to become 1% stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually. Having your own physically material things, plants, material, having your own zone, yet again, to bring forth food and have a constant flow, channel of proper nutrients coming in for yourself, coming in for your family. You don't have to look over your shoulder for it. No, because it is yours. No one can take that from you. No one can tell you, hey, you can't go there, you can't do this. No, it is yours. You put that there. You put that back into the land, So it is yours. And now as those who are aligned to this and are building in that way, we now can coexist with each other, co-create with each other, and share our crop with each other. All of this was the currency of the land. All of this was the natural currency. Now money will still be in play until that structure fades away, probably sometime in the future eventually. But as for now, it's about movement. It's about taking the time to put in the work and get our hands dirty once again, so that we can get things at least in that flow state as a collective nature to help support Mother Nature, because this planet needs the support. This planet is in desperate need of being replenished. And this is why as much people who choose this road, the better for the planet, the better for life, for sustenance of life. And you don't have to have no big ass farmer. I'm not telling you that you need to be a big ass gardener, with a whole field of produce. Not everyone has that type of space, but just again, the whole land is free, by the way. Government doesn't own anything, but that's the collective structure right now that is falling, that will crumble. It's already burning. For those of you who has eyes to see that, hey, it's melting away. Wake up, humans. Wake up. We gotta start doing work now. We really and truly, it's like, if you're receiving this message, this is a call also from Gaia, Mother Nature, sharing with you, hey, you gotta safeguard yourself, you gotta safeguard your family. And how does one safeguard themselves and safeguard their family is making sure you have food to supply your family, making sure you have food for yourself, making sure that you have that source coming in. And as you have that source coming in, as you are now in control of your own food source, in control of your own food supply, you now gain more control over your life and how you want to live your life, and how you actually become a lot way more freer in life also. So this is why it's so important yet again to bring back the ones old into the new and just make it work in a new way yet again, because it worked for us. It actually did. We had more time also where we kind of been creative, explore our passions, explore our gifts and talents. So we had a lot of dancing, a lot of people in tuning themselves to the instruments, creating instruments, a lot of beautiful things were being created back in those days, whereas now you just see most of the things is just being promoted about wars, ego-based structures, talking about, fighting this, that politician at Ukraine and Russia and all of those different wars that going about, creating all sort of weaponry. And it wasn't about that. We didn't have to fight for food, we didn't have to fight for territory, we didn't have to fight for those things, because the whole land was more or less free for us. The whole land was, yet again, we understood that we didn't come here to fight. We came here to share our energy with each other. We came here to co-create. We came here to be abundant together. There's enough to go around for everyone. Look at that. A city is behind me. And look at how much land there still is. What is there? What are we fighting for? What? What? Isn't there enough land to go around? Well, we can just now be cropped. Picture this land, this whole scenery behind me. If we were really and truly working on Raising the frequency. Just laced with food. Laced with food. Let's picture that. The amount of the amount of human. If we have 8 billion people on the planet, if 8 billion people plant one tree, that's enough. I'm not telling you have to be a full-time farmer, you know. I'm just telling you that efforts, as small as a mustard seed, it counts. Each individual who has physical hands that could get dirty, you put one tree in the ground. Hey, whether that be a breadfruit tree, whether that be a mango tree, whether that be a pomerac tree, whether that be a plum tree, whether that be a guava tree, whether that be a citrus tree, lemon tree, orange tree, it doesn't matter. Just put something back. You want to know what that does for the future growth of humanity in a whole? Hey, that creates generational wealth, not only for you, but for others that come thereafter you. And even you yourself, when you become reincarnated and back into this reality, hey, you yourself might come back and eat from that same tree that you planted, let's just say 100 years ago. Trees live very long. Haven't you guys realized that? Trees live very long. That's why being in the heart of nature has so much wisdom. That's why it's important, you know, be around these environments as much as one can be, because this brings us back yet again to the natural ways of life, the natural ways of living. This brings us back into balance. This brings us back into peace. And this is why I spend so much time in nature. Some may say, hey, you spend too much time in nature, man. Hey, you can never spend enough time in nature, man. Nah. There's so much more to learn. There's so much more to explore here in the heart of nature. But anyways, back to building and taking back our power as a human race. Being more family oriented, genuine family oriented, where we're not just focused on ourselves as human beings or individuals, but we are also paying attention to the animals and our environment, to support Gaia, to support nature, because this is what we came for originally. This is one of our original functions, to replenish the land. We are the builders. Males most on that, by the way. Females also have a part to play, where it's more of a supportive, nurture, creative also, but they can get their hands dirty too, because they have physical bodies, by the way. It doesn't mean that, hey, the men doing all the work and the female just cock up and she hammock just swaying, yeah baby, go 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 go. No, she can get her hands dirty too, but yet again, a female body structure wasn't built for that. They are the carriers, they are the portals, they are the nurturers, you know. But you're not subjected to be one fixed way, because there are masculine and feminine energies flowing within all of us. That's why there are males like me out here who are chemists in the kitchen, and I can cook for myself, tune to my feminine nature, you know. And I'm also able to take care of myself, which is cleaning up my space, making sure that I'm in an order, making sure that I'm in tune to the way I feel, in tune to my feelings, my emotion. All this is my inner nurture, my inner feminine guidance. This is that feminine energy working within me. And everyone has that nurture side. And this is why, yet again, males are very intuitive also, in terms of when dealing with plants and stuff like that. That's our feminine nature kicking in, coming in to caress and to mold these plants and to bring them back to, well, not back, bring them to flourish and bloom, to give us beautiful crop where we can now harvest and reap and get back the energy that, hey, we put out, you know. And it's like I started earlier on, it's not easy, because now we still doing inner work, we also still doing other things, we also still have our passions and other things. So it's yet again not revolving your life around just farming, but putting a little bit of it into your daily routines or into your lifestyle that you're creating for your new reality. You know, it's just about implementing a little bit. It could be once for the week, I don't know how much ever time you want to spend on it. It's all up to you, it's all in your choice, but it's very needed right now. Needed. You know what I'm saying? It's needed. It's high on demand right now, and there's enough of us to go around to actually make this work, you know. So I want you to know, hey, self-sustenance, I just gave you all yet again the blueprint to the old ways, which we are actually bringing back right now in the new ways. And yet again, this will be more healthy for us, this will be more beneficial for us, this will be more impactful for us in our lives moving forward. And we have proven it back in those days, man. We were building pyramids. Why can't we build pyramids today? We had water mills actually generating electricity back in those days, by the way. Water mills. We had electricity. Who told these technology or these so-called enhancements that we didn't have in electricity? We also had windmills. I mean, we don't need those things again to generate electricity when we have solar, but all of those things, hey, are natural, organic ways to live. I'm not saying that everything needs to be reverted, but we need to more be cohesive and more eco-friendly, rather than just, yet again, as I said earlier on, destroying everything just to build concrete structures, you know. So I got this message here. I have a lot more to say though, but hey, if you've made it down this far and you stay true until the end, tap that like button and share this. Someone else out there needs to hear this. Let's raise the frequency, break YouTube's algorithm, and let's get our hand dirty. Support the real. Tap that like button. Getting your hands dirty today by just pressing like and share. That's it. Because you wanna know why? With you simply doing that, it helps this message reach to someone else, which raises the frequency within someone else, and hey, it may influence them to get their hands dirty and put a tree in the ground. I am Peacekeeper, and I hope you guys enjoy this message. I'm out. Until tomorrow.